Yellowjackets' popularity speaks for itself as it introduces people to a lost Lord of the Flies mix and twists it to create something entirely new and crazy. The pilots received mainly positive reviews as the ending glues its viewers down to their seats to get answers. One of the answers you probably seek is about Misty's mask reveal. Well, sit back with your snacks because the video is for you. First up, the Yellowjacket fever. Yellowjacket has taken the world by storm. Misty's genuinely terrifying character in the show has intrigued new and old viewers, and we're pretty sure her mask reveal had you biting your nails at the end of the well-received pilot. You're a horror and gore fan for sure. Everything that this show provides. Yet the look on her face had many people hanging their jaws. If you're here, you're aware of what this show is, and you're looking for the same answer many fans are looking for. Why was Misty the only one with the face reveal? And isn't talked about like our more mainstream series like Stranger Things and Bridgerton, but there's no denying that Yellowjackets cult loves all the twists and horror elements the show creators have thrown our way. At the end of the show, you might be wondering what the frack is going on. But before that, you must also be wondering why Samantha Hanratty's character Misty is the only one with a mask reveal in the pilot. Well, we've got the answer for you right here. Next, we have Misty's mask reveal. We know how different a show Yellowjacket is. Samantha Hanratty is playing the teenage 1996 Misty, while her adult counterpart of 2021 Misty is played by our very own Wednesday Addams all grown up, Christina Ricci. Awards Daily sat with Yellowjacket's Samantha Hanratty, filling in the gaps between her naive 1996 Misty and badass Don't Mess With Me Misty from 2021. During this interview, they asked her the same question you've clicked on this video for. Why was Misty the only character revealed without a mask? It doesn't make sense, does it? Well, you'll find the answer to be a bit, how do we put it, anticlimactic. Misty's been a pretty crazed character throughout the aired first season, but in the pilot, she has a very minimal presence, and there's apparently a reason for that. The only times we see Misty is when she's watching a rat swimming in the pool. In reality, the script said watching the drowning rat, but we'll go with Samantha's ignorant is bliss optimism and agree that the rat was only taking a swim after a hot day out in the sun. That's the only other scene we see Misty in the pilot. Come on, we're introduced to our resident Yellowjacket sociopath watching a rat die, casually looking at it as it takes its last breath and doing nothing, not even blinking an eye. And they think we won't be intrigued. They knew what they were doing, those sneaky ones. So of course they tease us with another scene where she's seen to take off her tribal mask at the very end of the episode after she's possibly just eaten her friend. Yikes, talk about an interesting start to an even more interesting character. She's the only character who takes off her mask, making the viewers wonder why that happened, and there has to be some interesting reason behind it, right? But guess what? It was all completely coincidental. And now, keep an eye on Misty. During this interview, Samantha tells her host that the reason it happened was that she was the only cast member out in Mammoth when they filmed the pilot, so all the other people we see out there in mass have stunt actors under them. She said that the showrunners wanted this for the ending of episode 1. They wanted this girl, who's not been part of the show at all except for that one mouse drowning scene, to become the center of attention for a while as they end the episode. They wanted to show this peppy, naive girl to transform into someone who shouldn't be messed with, or she'll eat you. Literally. The episode ends with Misty's expression saying, "I know something you don't know, but keep watching and you'll find out." She doesn't say this, of course, but the way she looks says more than words can express, and we get it, as they play with the psychology of their viewers, daring them to stop watching the show after that insane pilot. There's a reason why this show's been on everyone's mind. Imagine you start a show, and the first episode ends with a girl you've barely seen throughout the episode just taking her creepy tribal mask off casually, throwing it off, implying she's just eaten her friend. Who wouldn't binge watch the show after that? You know this character's something to keep an eye out for because no normal human can eat their counterparts. The world's not that messed up, right? Right? Anyway, as you decide whether you're a possible cannibal prey or not, let's head over to the other related news section. Next in other news, Christina and Ricci bringing Misty to life together. Both Ricci and Hanratty have done justice to their characters. Both have played the sociopathic Misty well, and apparently were so easily able to understand the mannerism of the character, they didn't even need to talk to each other and copy each other's styles. It just came to them when they read the script and learned about their character. Samantha says that it's crazy how well she and her adult counterpart could understand their misunderstood character. Yeah, misunderstood is one word we'd use for our dear Misty. She says they both knew they were playing almost two different characters, because there was one who was a teenager and the other an adult. But they also knew that Misty would forever be Misty. In the same interview, Samantha admitted that she and Ricci had a specific diagnosis worked out for Misty. They agreed she was on the spectrum of antisocial combative disorder, but that a lot of their understanding of Misty was intuitive. They both understood that Misty always came across as a little optimistic bundle of sunshine, but who had this underlying dark side to her that they both understood well. And now Misty's journey into Crazy World. At the start of the show, Misty's shown as this peppy, happy-go-lucky sort of teen. Who'd believe what she becomes later on? But do we know why she turns into this crazed woman nobody dares mess with? Hanratty believes that the answers to her deteriorating mental condition lie in the wilderness that gets everyone's true forms out in the open, where there are no rules and everyone's primal instincts come to the surface. It's a scary place to be in when you're not one of the crazy freaks, but that's not the case for Misty, as she truly embraces the darkness that the wilderness has to offer. Misty's out there learning how to manipulate. She's learning to get what she wants, says Hanratty. She believes this is Misty's trial and error phase. By the time we see her as an adult, she's mastered the art of deception and appears normal to the world as she barely hides the monster within, as she deliberately tries to confuse the the viewers with her performance. Misty's full of contradictions, and Hanratty gets to navigate what she'll do next. After all, Misty from 1996 doesn't think too far ahead as she smashes the plane's tracking device that could have saved them all from the doomed fate that awaited them in the wilderness. Hanratty tries to make the viewers understand why she'd do something so impulsive and stupid. She says that Misty, at that moment, liked that feeling and didn't want it to go away. She doesn't have a long-term thought process and smashes the device in a snap, just went for it. We see how the emotions after she's done it are conflicting and rather strange. It's like she's regretting what she did with her "what the hell did I do" face, while on the other hand, she's all "oh my god, I just did that," as if she's kind of proud of herself. Complicated much? Finally, the anti-Ted Lasso effect of Yellowjackets. And Bart Nickerson's thriller has been on everyone's minds these days for many reasons. It has cannibalism, stranding on an island, gore, and psychological horror. But Lyle says that there might be another reason why the show's gotten so popular. She says that it feels something like an anti-Ted Lasso effect, something about coming toward the end of the lockdown stage during quarantine, and everybody hitting an exhaustion point where people wanted an outlet for their discomfort with the world around them, or for their anger or their feelings of dread. And with how Yellowjackets got everything people could need to get their anger out, we can see why people would love to watch other people getting sliced up and have something of catharsis from all the death and apprehension they've seen in the world around them lately. Maybe Lyle isn't too far from the truth. This is it for tonight from our side. If you have any questions regarding the new season of Yellowjackets and what the characters are up to now, subscribe to our channel as we discuss the new happenings on and behind the scenes of this epic new show. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!